It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado's offense will get first crack at it today. Dropping back, it's Spears. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive
down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The inside handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll toss it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the 1st quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Spears. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, Nick's
breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive explosive play to the 40.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Spears. Got his man. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Steps away to find some room. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll give it to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tolzien. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tolzien. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He breaks a tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And
the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving this.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some matchups.
Unloads to the wideout and wings it incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Unloads quickly. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Now they'll try the right side. Creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Finds a tight end. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Spears. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got off, and that's exactly what happened there.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football You better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Spears. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slings it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He lofts one down the sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the back. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him, and nobody's close. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. Running back searching for a hole.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Offense in a split backfield. Oh, maybe a double pass. Here's a heat. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Spears. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And the Buffaloes will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and they switch the ends of the field quickly. The Buffaloes are marching down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Spears. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He's going to let it go. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, a double pass. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the catch. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Bird. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's... There he goes! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line, making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. From the gun to give, looking for room. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. Lowers those pads. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. It's a draw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. But a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Plows through the defense. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. To throw, it's Spears. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Oh, better look out. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Quick spin on the run. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Under fire. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
And how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sport.